So we are live, and I'm just waiting for people to join. So we said by 2030 we'll be live here, and it's 2030. So notify those who are not here. We'll give those who are joining just a few minutes. I'll give those who are joining just a few minutes. I'll give those who are joining just a few minutes. I'll give those who are joining a few minutes. So we are looking at Earth geometry. 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 So those who are joining, let's just give them 2 minutes. Let's just give 2 minutes to those who are joining. Let's just give 2 minutes to those who are joining. Let's give 2 minutes to those who are joining. Let's just give 2 minutes to those who are joining. Let's just give 2 minutes to those who are joining us. Two minutes to those who are joining. Just 2 minutes. So by 2035 we start. 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 Just 2 minutes. So we are just down to a minute. We are just down to a minute. We are just down to a minute. So we started yesterday looking at Earth geometry. So those of you that were not there yesterday, you can check the video out. It's just right here on our page. Those of you that missed out yesterday, the video is still here on our page. You can check it out. So yesterday we looked at positioning of points on the surface of the Earth. That's what we did yesterday. Positioning of points. 1 more minute and we start. 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 So you can call someone, you can invite someone, you can let someone know that we are live here. You can call someone, you can invite someone, you can let someone know that we are live here. So you can share this with someone. You can share this with someone. Now, let's continue from where we ended yesterday. So what we did yesterday is that we looked at positions of points on the surface of the Earth. Positions of points on the surface of the Earth. So I'll have a review of what we did yesterday. So of course this is a sphere. This is a sphere, of course. So we are looking at this latitude, which is your 0 degrees equator, and this is your longitude, which is also your 0 degrees. of course, which is your Greenwich Meridian. Then let's draw this. Let's have this 1, let's have this 2. So let us not have many. Then let's have again 1, then let us have 2. So this upper side is your northern hemisphere, 80 degrees north. Then down here is your southern hemisphere, which is 70 degrees south. Then this is your 0. To your right, that's your east. To your left, that's your west. So this can be 60 degrees east, and this can be 40 degrees west. 60 degrees east and 40 degrees west. So I shall write points that we're finding position for. So let's have this one, let's have this one, let's have this one, let's have this one, and let's have this one. So let's name that as A, point B, point C, point D, and point E. 5 points. So we are finding location of these 5 points: A, B, C, D, E. So if you have any questions, you can definitely ask in the comment section. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask in the comment section. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask in the comment section. Like that. So each of these points are ordered number 1 as latitude, longitude. Latitudes are the ones which run from your east to the west. That means these are your latitudes. Longitudes are the ones which run from the north to the south. That means these are your longitudes. So latitudes, longitudes. So latitudes always have either north or south. Longitudes either have east or west. Latitudes always have north or south. Longitudes always have east or west. So for A, what's our latitude? So this is our latitude, of course. This is our latitude. This is our latitude. So A is on 80 degrees north. So writing it on this other side, the latitude of A is 80 degrees north. What's the longitude of A? So this is where it's lying. It's on 40 degrees west. It's on 40 degrees west. That's the position of A. 80 degrees north, 40 degrees west. So if you have any questions on this one, you can definitely ask. If you have any questions on this, you can definitely ask. So what I don't want is me doing something and some are not really clear about what I'm doing. Then let's look at that of B. Let's look at that of B. Let's look at that of B. So looking at B, let's go to B. So B is on the same latitude as A. So B is on 80 degrees north. This is our latitude, 60 degrees east. This is our longitude for B. So this is B, latitude 80, longitude 60. So for B, which is of course our latitude, what we have is just 80 degrees north 80 degrees north, comma 60 degrees east. 60 degrees east. This is our longitude. 80 degrees north, comma 60 degrees east. So like I said, if any one of you has a challenge, you can definitely write it out in the comment section. You can write it out in the comment section. If any one of you has a challenge, you can simply write it out in the comment section. Some of you are new today and are quite unaware of what's happening now. So I would advise you to watch our area video, which we started yesterday, of course. Then that's when you can fully know what we are doing today. That is when you can fully know what we are doing today. So this is just a recap of what we did yesterday. This is just a recap of what we did yesterday. It's just a recap. So if you missed it out, you can definitely check it out. Now to C. Let's go to C. Let's now go back to C. C. This is our latitude, which is 0 degrees, and this is our longitude, which is also 0 degrees. So C is at 0 degrees and at 0 degrees, both in latitude and longitude. So C is at 0 degrees, comma 0 degrees. That's the longitude and the latitude of C. It's the 40 degrees. No, I really 80 degrees. Okay, 40. So someone is asking where the 40. So these points that I've written down, I've just written them from my head. I've just written them from my head. So A is at 80 degrees north. That's the latitude. That is the latitude. The latitude of A and B is 80 degrees. So I said it's always your latitude X, comma Y. X, comma Y. So if you want, you can use X, comma Y. Because X is always horizontal, Y is always vertical. So any points are written as X, comma Y, for example. So for this one, A is at 80 degrees north and it is at 40 degrees west. That's your line, of course. Then B is also at 80 degrees north, comma this 60 degrees east. That's for B. 80 degrees north, comma 60 degrees east. That is for B. Then for C, it's at 0 degrees for the longitude and 0 degrees for the latitude. So it's always latitude, comma longitude. But for this one, both of them are at 0 degrees. The latitude is a 0 degrees. The longitude is also a 0 degrees. So it's this. So if you have any question, you can definitely type it out in the comment section. Any question can be typed out in the comment section. Okay, I'm happy that you've understood what I explained. Let's now go to D. Let's now go to D. The latitude of D. So every day will be live here at 2030. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day, 7 days a week. We are always live here at 2030. Always live here at 2030. So always make a date with us. So we shall be doing mostly be doing 30 minutes of each subject. So we shall be mostly ending at 21:30. So we shall mostly be doing mathematics and another subject. maths and another subject. So for this one, we are looking at earth geometry. Tomorrow again we shall be here 20:30, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, just like that. Back to our question. D is at 70 degrees south. This is its latitude. Then what's its longitude? The longitude is this one, which is a 40 degrees west. A 40 degrees west. So definitely D is at 70 degrees south, 40 degrees west. 40 degrees west. 70 degrees south, 40 degrees west. Just like I said, if you don't get anything, if you don't understand anything, the best thing that you can do is ask. The best thing that you can do is ask. So if I write something that you don't fully understand, my advice is that just ask. I'll repeat. So even though it's 5 times, I don't mind. I'll repeat. What I want is for everyone to get what I'm saying. What I want is for you all to get what I am saying. So if what I'm saying is not clear, you can as well let me know. Now let's find that of E. E is at 70 degrees south and its longitude is 60 degrees east. So this is its longitude and this is its latitude. The latitude is 70 degrees south. E is at 70 degrees south, 60 degrees east. That's what we have. So these are positions of A, B, C, D, and E. These are positions of A, B, C, D, and E. So you can take a look at the question once more and you look at the solutions. Take a look at the question once more. So those are positions and look at the solutions. So look at the solutions. So to the solutions. So like I said, if you have any questions, you can simply type them out in the comment section. Any questions can be written down in the comment section and we'll definitely work on them. So I'll just give you a minute to analyze what I've written down. Then we can look at distance. We can look at distance. We can now look at distance. We can now look at distance. So distance is very simple. Distance is very simple. So I'll use the same diagram to show you something. I'll use the same diagram to show you something. Now, when we look at the positions of these, so let's look at these numbers here. You can see this has got an 80, same number, which this has got a 70, same number. This has got a 60, same number. This has a 40, same number. 80, same number. So the numbers or the side which is common, that is where exactly these 2 points lie. So there's A. A is on 80 degrees north and B is on 80 degrees north. So these have the same latitude. They have the same latitude. That means these are lying on the same latitude. They are lying on the same latitude. So if you are finding distance, this is distance along the latitude. distance along the latitude. So before we can look at distance, let's look at the radius of the Earth first of all. The radius of the Earth. So the radius of the Earth, radius of the Earth. So the radius of the Earth is in two ways. Number one, it is 6370 kilometers. Then there is also 3437 nautical miles. 3437 nautical miles. Like that. 3437 nautical miles. So when they say find distance along latitude AB, and they give you radius as this, that means definitely it's distance along the latitude, and your final answer must be in kilometers. Your final answer must be in kilometers. So if you have this radius, that means your answer must be in kilometers. If you have this radius, that means your answer must be in nautical miles. Nautical miles, kilometers. So make sure that you read the question carefully. Don't just rush. Don't just rush. So I'll give you an example. Let's just draw a sphere again. So that's our zero, of course. This is your equator. Let's have this. Let's just have this. Let's just have this. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So there's A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. Now A, B share the same latitude. They share the same latitude. That means, let's go this side. Distance AB is distance AB. Distance AB is just distance along the latitude. So we shall look at how east and west work, how north and south work before we proceed on this. Then distance BC. BC is along longitudes, just like BF is along longitudes, and CF is also along longitudes. So BC, BF, CF, all these are along longitudes. Just like you have AD, AE, and AD, and AE. So AD, then AD, then AE, and DE. So these are along longitudes. Then DCEF, DCEF are along latitudes. So bear this in mind. So along latitudes we have AB, DC, EF. AB, DC, EF. That's along latitudes. Along longitudes it's AD, AE, DE. BC, BF, and CF. All these are along longitudes. All these are along longitudes. So any question here before I proceed? Because I want to look at differences in each of these. Differences in each of these. Differences in each of these. then we can definitely proceed. Then we can definitely proceed. Then definitely we can proceed. So I am just seeing if we have any questions before I proceed. I'm just seeing if we have any questions before I proceed. So this one is clear. This one is clear. So you can take the last glance at what I've written on the board. So one last glance at this. One last glance at this. One last glance at what I've written down. One last glance. So we can now proceed. We can now proceed. We can now proceed. We can now proceed. Now, let's look at finding sides. Now, let's look at difference in latitudes and difference in longitudes. Difference in latitudes and difference in longitudes. Difference in latitudes and difference in longitudes. So, difference in latitudes and longitudes. So I'll be as simple as I can. Rule number one. So I'll just use sides. Same sides. Same sides. You subtract. Subtract. That means when you have north and north, what do you do? Subtract. When you have south and south, what do you do? Subtract. When you have east and east, what do you do? Subtract. When you have west and you have west, what do you do? Subtract. So when these have got the same sides here, or the same units in inverted commas, definitely what should you subtract. So I'll show you what I mean. Then different sides or units. Different sides, what you do? You add. You add. So what do we mean? North, south, you add. South, north, you add. West, east, you add. East, west, you add. So if it's north, north, subtract. South, south, subtract. East, east, subtract. West, west, subtract. Then different sides you add. If you have north, south, you add. If you have south, north, you add. If you have west, east, you add. If you have east, west, you also add. So this is the difference, of course. It's the difference. It's the difference. It's the difference. It's the difference. So just give a minute to those who are analyzing what I've written down, so that if you have any questions, you can simply drop them in the comment section. If you have any questions, you can simply drop them in the comment section. If you have any questions, you can simply drop them in the comment section. If you have any questions, you can simply drop them in the comment section. If you have any questions, you can simply drop them in the comment section. So I've been here for almost 28 minutes. That's for math. So we shall continue from this tomorrow. So 20:30 tomorrow, we continue looking at this side. So we shall draw a sphere and calculate differences in longitudes and latitudes, because these are the ones that you use when finding the distance. So in this short time that we have, I want us to look at just one simple thing: chemistry. Now, chemistry. So if you are in high school, no, it's not addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction only is just on latitudes and longitudes only. That's where there's addition and subtraction only. So I'll show you what I mean tomorrow. I'll definitely show you what I mean tomorrow. So we shall have examples tomorrow. Now, if you want us to do any topic, you can definitely let me know in the comment section. So if you want us to do any topic in chemistry, so we looked at organic chemistry that other day. We looked at organic chemistry that other day. And we talked about okay, before we do that, one has to know, number one, atomic structure. One has to know bonding. One has to know the periodic table, of course. And the topic which gives some people hell. More concept. There's let's see, organic chemistry. It's just an addition, of course. Redox reactions. Metals. So from these are 2, 4, 6, 7. From these 2, 4, 6, 7. From these 2, 4, 6, 7. If you are at school, which one would you really want us to do? So there's atomic structure, there's bonding, periodic table, there's more concept, there's organic chemistry, redox reactions, and metals. So like I said, if you're in high school, if you're in grade 11, if you're in grade 10, if you're in grade 12, you can just send us a message via our inbox. So if you're in need of books, soft copy books, we have a Telegram group where we can just automatically add you. Now, let's look at atomic structure for a while before we go to bonding. So, any atom is made up of two things. There's number one, of course, your nucleus. So I'll just shade this. So there's your nucleus, and they are your shells. Two things. So these are your shells or orbitals. Then this is your nucleus. The basic units of matter are three. There's atom, molecules, and ions. Atoms, molecules, and ions. So whenever you are looking at any matter, it will either be an atom, a molecule, or an ion. So nucleus is inside, shells are outside. Now, what is found in these shells and what is found in the nucleus? So number one, in the nucleus, that's where you find protons. In the nucleus, that's where you find protons. So the number of protons is what is known as your proton number. The number of protons is what is known as the proton number. This is what is known as the atomic number. Atomic number. So this is the subscript that's on L element. So what do I mean? Your periodic table has got elements, of course. So there's a number which is down and there's the number which is on top. So the smaller number which is down is what is known as your proton number. That shows the number of protons in the nucleus. Proton number shows the number of protons in the nucleus. Like that. Then, next, there's what are known as neutrons, which are also found in the nucleus. Neutrons. Now, you are supposed to know where these guys are found, their charge, and their mass. So, neutrons are found in the nucleus of this atom. So, the number of neutrons really has got no major effect. But from this, you should know that the number of protons plus the number of neutrons is equal to the mass number of an atom. The number of protons plus the number of neutrons is equal to the mass number of an atom. So number of protons plus number of neutrons, these give you what is known as the nucleon or the mass number of an atom. Nucleon or the mass number. So I'm using these symbols. Nucleon or mass number of this is decided by adding these two. Number of protons plus number of neutrons. Number of protons plus the number of neutrons. That means weight of any atom is found in the nucleus. Weight of any atom is found in the nucleus. That's why when you look at atomic physics, what you'll be seeing that if an element loses protons, definitely the mass number will reduce. definitely the mass number will reduce. But I'll give you an example. When we look at bonding, metals lose, non-metals gain or share. So when metals lose electrons, their mass number does not change. When metals lose electrons, their mass number does not change. But when they lose protons, definitely their mass number will change. Electrons now. Electrons are found in the shells. 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 So in a neutral atom, so we come beside. So we've said that electrons are found in the shells, and these shells are what are known as orbitals, of course, shells, like that. So in a neutral atom, the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons in a neutral atom. What do we mean a neutral atom? That means this did not gain, lose, or share electrons. So if this loses electrons, that means definitely what you're looking at here is a metal. If these gain electrons, that means what you're looking at here is a non-metal. If these guys share, that means again what you're looking at here is a non-metal. Like that. So non-metals either lose, they either gain or share. Rather, non-metals gain or share. Metals lose. Metals lose. So in a neutral compound, the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. Now, which number is which? That's the question. So let's get an example of oxygen. Oxygen has got a 0, and O, of course, rather. There's 8 here and there's a 16. There's O, 8 and a 16. O, 8 and a 16. One of them shows the number of protons. One of them shows the number of protons plus neutrons. One of them shows the number of protons. One of them shows the number of protons plus neutrons. So it's O6. It's O6. It's O16 and 8. So this 8 down here, this 8 down, this is what is known as your atomic number or proton number. This 8 is your atomic number or the number of protons. Atomic number. So since this is a neutral atom of oxygen, that means definitely this is the number of protons and the number of electrons. So when we look at the table, protons, electrons, neutrons. So since this is a neutral atom, 8 shows the number of protons, it's 8. It's a neutral atom, that means definitely it will have the same number of electrons, which is also 8. Which is also 8. Then the number of neutrons is just equal to the mass number minus the atomic number. So mass number is 16 minus the atomic number 8. That means 16 minus 8 is equal to 8 neutrons. That means oxygen has got 8 protons, 8 electrons, and 8 neutrons. 8 protons, 8 electrons, and 8 neutrons. So where you don't understand, you ask. Where you don't understand, you ask. So this is both This is both mathematics and chemistry. This is both mathematics and chemistry. So if you have any questions, you can definitely ask. You can definitely ask. You can definitely ask. Now, someone might ask, are these numbers always the same? The answer is no. These numbers are not always the same. These numbers are not always the same. Now, let's get another element. Let's get another element. So, let's get sodium. Let's get sodium. So sodium is let's just write it here. Sodium is Na11 and there's a 23 here. Na is sodium. So the atomic number is 11. Then the mass number is a 23. That's for sodium. Atomic number is an 11. The mass number is a 23. So just like I said, 11 is the atomic number. That means definitely that is equal to the number of protons. So this has got 11 protons. Then the number of electrons is just equal to the number of protons, which is an 11. Then the number of neutrons is just equal to 23 minus 11, which is equal to 12. So sodium has got 11 protons, 11 electrons, and 12 neutrons. Sodium has got 11 protons, 11 electrons, and 12 neutrons. So I don't know if there's any question. So those of you that have just Mr. Edwin, we've been here for almost 40, close to 50 minutes. Close to 50 minutes. We've been here for close to 50 minutes. So, just in case you missed out, every day, this 2030, we are live here every day at 2030. Every day. Let me be make it. This 20-30 hours. So what I really want is for you guys to give me a list of topics that you want us to do. You give me a list of topics that you'd want us to do. So today I've just done atomic structure, but I would really want to hear from you guys. So if you want us to do more concept, if you want us to do metals, if you want us to do acids, bases, and salts, we shall do all that. So the only thing that you'd have to do is just notify me. You can just notify me like that. So if so why didn't we subtract the neutron number of oxygen? So we did. Oxygen is O 16 and an 8. So number of protons 8. This is a neutral atom. Definitely the number of electrons also 8. Then the number of neutrons is just equal to the mass number minus the atomic number. So it's 16 minus 8, which is equal to also 8. So we did not, like, let's say 8 is for this. No. 8 is just for protons and electrons. Neutrons is 16 minus 8, which also happens to be an 8. So this will likely happen for elements like, let's say, sulfur, elements like, let's say, carbon, where it has got a 12 and a 6. So everything will just be a 6. Proton 6, electron 6, like that. So I really want us to cover as much as we can in the shortest period of time. But the only thing that I would want us to do is that every day, if you're at school, tell your friends that every day 20:30 we are learning. Every day at 20:30 we are learning. So if you've just watched this video, or if you watch it after I'm done, you can just simply comment some of the topics that you'd want us to do in chemistry. If not, you can just send me direct in our inbox. Then we'll definitely look at them. We can make a schedule for that. We can definitely make a schedule for that. So for tomorrow, let's see, 20, 30, 21, 20 hours, 20, 30, 20 hours. Okay, let's make it 20 hours. So let's make it 20 hours. 20 hours to 21. Let's say 13. 20 hours to 21:30. So we shall be having different subjects like that. So we shall be having different subjects. So 20 hours to 21:30 every day. Go and tell your friends that we are learning here. HMT Academy Online Tuitions every day at 20 hours to 21:30 every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every day. So I'll give you a timetable which we can use. So the timetable will be very simple, and I'll post it on the page. I'll post the timetable on the page, so you can just check the timetable out. Every day we are here. So I'll edit on the Saturday and Sunday, because there's no Saturday and Sunday. So let's be here tomorrow at 20 hours exactly. So this has been Dr. Purpose, and I am signing out.